On this episode of The Wretched Wrench, this man wears an outdated suit and shows his amazing ability to almost touch his knees while standing up. Then he opens a hood on a car. Ooh. Then he opens the trunk. Oh. Yes, he can open it all. This man will talk you into buying the 1986 Buick LeSabre. And this is a cool party trick. Look at this. Why don't they do that anymore? That's that's pretty cool. Anyway, if you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Almost everything about the incredible 1986 LeSabre is new, beginning with the new assembly techniques of Buick City, where all LeSabres will be built. In addition, the new LeSabre has so many new standard features and options that chances are you're going to be as delighted with this car as your prospects will be. The fact is, the new LeSabre was conceived very much the way the front-wheel drive Electra was, as a full-size luxury automobile that makes a fabulous American family car. But in addition to loyal LeSabre owners, the 1986 LeSabre, especially the coupe, has great potential as a conquest car that's also brand new to LeSabre. And while many of the features in the sedan also apply to the coupe, make no mistakes, the coupe really has its own identity. The 1986 LeSabre lineup includes two coupes in custom and limited trims and two sedans in custom and limited trims. Clearly, there is a most impressive comparison to be made between the 1986 LeSabre and the car it replaces. So it's giving you something of an inside track when we tell you that in 1986, some of your competitors will be selling LeSabre-like cars, but with rear-wheel drive. Since that's the case, you can consider yourselves and Buick to be out front by a whole year. Now, who are your best prospects for the front-wheel drive LeSabre? Well, start with current LeSabre owners, including full-size luxury car buyers and professionals. One thing we found last year with front-wheel drive Electra buyers, the people who used to drive the rear-wheel drive Electras took to the new models like ducks take to water. And we know it will be the same story with loyal LeSabre owners, especially those who buy LeSabre because it's the great American family car. Also, be sure to present LeSabre with great care and detail to older couples who have stayed with LeSabre for years. They may surprise you with their interest in the new product. And for 1986, look for brand new LeSabre prospects, especially for the coupe, among the younger and sporty-minded buyers, as well as import and performance-oriented buyers. Among everything else new about the LeSabre is the fact that it's essential to get your prospect into the car and get the car out onto the road. Believe me, a demo drive will sell this car. One final note, every feature you're about to see in the LeSabre walk-around that follows is standard, unless we tell you otherwise. And pay close attention, because compared to the 1985 LeSabre, you're in for a few surprises. You should have no trouble persuading your prospects that the 1986 LeSabre is one of the most exciting new cars in many years. This is the limited sedan. It's a beautiful car, from the low, sloping hood right back to the higher rear deck. The new LeSabre has a less formal roofline than some of the full-size cars on the market today. The rear window has more of what engineers call a fast slope to it, which gives it a very sleek appearance. Be sure to point out that the rear window and the windshield are flush mounted. It not only looks neater, but it's also quieter. This LeSabre is also more than 400 pounds lighter and 22 inches shorter than the model it replaces. That helps improve fuel efficiency. But this LeSabre still has a family-size interior. The LeSabre is built largely by robotic systems, which, for example, position the door frames and rear quarter body panels to within 1/400th of an inch. The finish is applied with the same care. First, a phosphate wash removes foreign matter. Then the car is immersed in a tank where the primer is electrostatically bonded. That's followed by sanding and 2 coats of body-colored enamel. Finally, 2 applications of clear coat enamel to give it a deep luster that should endure for years. Next, make a point of showing the engine compartment and the way the hood is front hinged. That's an exclusive Buick feature. The designers took as much care with this engine compartment as they did with every other part of the car. This 3-liter MFI V6 is the standard engine, and for the first time, LeSabre engines are mounted transversely. You can get the full story on this engine in the Somerset walk-around. The optional LeSabre engine is a 3.8-liter SFI V6. For most of the additional information you need on this engine, refer to the Electra walk-around. But when this engine is ordered for the LeSabre, it also comes specifically equipped with roller lifters, which greatly reduce interior friction. By the way, the wiring harness for this car has been vastly improved. Instead of being snapped together from components, each wiring harness is put together for each individual LeSabre according to how that car was ordered. Even the exhaust system has been upgraded. It's now stainless steel, from the engine to the tailpipe, and all welded. It's lighter than the system it replaced and should last the lifetime of the car. Point out how the bumpers are integrated into the body, contributing to smooth airflow. These optional white walls are all-season steel-belted radial tires, which means they qualify in parts of the country where snow tires are required. And you won't have that snow tire whine you usually get on dry pavement. The front brakes are power-assisted disc brakes with low-drag calipers which contribute to fuel efficiency. And for the first time, the Buick LeSabre has 4-wheel independent suspension, which means each wheel can react independently to bumps on the road. The rear springs are variable rate, which help keep your car riding at the design height and level, even with a full load in the rear. While you're back here, give your prospects a look at the trunk. It's fully carpeted, which helps protect the cargo and also helps quiet road noise. This trunk has more than 16 cubic feet of space. The lightweight spare tire and jack have been moved below the trunk floor, which helps when you're carrying bulky objects back here. There are 2 more features you should mention, because both are exclusive to Buick. First, the tail lamps are hinged, which makes it easy to replace a light bulb. And to mount the rear license plate, just drop it in. Right here. That high-mounted stop lamp is on every Buick this year. Now it's time to show the interior. Look at this. LeSabre is still the great American family car, with room for 3 people back here. The features of this car go far beyond just good looks. For one thing, the list of standard equipment is remarkable. Air conditioning, carpeting throughout, even on the lower door panels, tinted glass, adjustable front seat headrests, a warning tone if you leave the headlights on, power steering with a 4-speed automatic overdrive transmission. A Delco AM radio with dual front speakers is standard. It can be deleted for credit or applied to one of the better sound systems, like this incredible Delco Bose music system. Be sure to point out the fuse panel, easily accessible from the driver's seat. Wait till you see what's next. This new front-wheel drive LeSabre Coupe is so different from the model it replaces that both you and your prospects are bound to think about this car as something distinctly apart from the sedan. As you see, it has a distinctive profile, much different from the sedan. The roof is lower. The rear deck and window have a much more pronounced slope. And this fastback profile gives this car an excellent coefficient of drag. By all means, be sure to tell performance-oriented prospects about the LeSabre Performance Package. It's also available on the sedan, but it's really impressive on this coupe. This performance package includes the 3.8-liter sequential fuel-injected V6 with new friction-reducing roller lifters and a specific torque converter and axle ratio. a specific Grand Touring suspension, a sports steering wheel and fast ratio power steering, and sporty-looking aluminum alloy wheels. This 1986 LeSabre Coupe with the performance package gives you a real conquest car to use with your new values prospects. Well, that's LeSabre from 1986, one of the most fabulous new cars to hit your showroom floor in years.
All right, guys, what you think about the 86 Buick Electra? Leave it in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys. I truly appreciate it.